up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Meg and I put up videos a couple times a week, so be sure to hit the subscribe button so that way you don't miss out when any of my content is posted. So today I'm starting off without my eye makeup and everything being done because I just wanted to roll right into the tutorial. And I'm doing a talk through tutorial with you guys, which I haven't done in such a long time because it's been such a long time. The last couple ones I filmed, the video really should have been like 5 minutes long and ended up being 15 minutes long because I never know when the hell to shut up. So fingers crossed for today. But today I'm going to be recreating a look by Kristen Leanne, who is here on YouTube. I will link it down below and I will link the video down below. This is going to be based off of her waterproof like pink to blue ombre look, and I just love the idea of doing ombre brows and like doing the pink brows, so I'm going to try my best to recreate the brow look. I don't think I'm going to fade, I don't know if I'm going to fade to blue or not. I think I might just keep it pink and purple. But I'm also going to be recreating the eye look that she has with like the soft iridescent pink shadow on top and kind of like more of like a darker purple shadow on the bottom. So let's go ahead and get into it. So to help me recreate the look today, I do have my Morphe 12P palette, and this thing is amazing. I actually just did an ombre brow a few days ago on my Instagram. Check it out. I will have a link for that down below. I'm doing 100 days of makeup challenge, but I did a like lime green ombre brow, and I love the way it turned out, so I'm really excited to use like sort of pinks and purples today. And then to help get the eye look, I'm using this Urban Decay 15th anniversary palette. I know they don't make this palette anymore. They're kind of perfect colors in here, to be honest. I'm sure you can find them elsewhere or use something similar. But to go ahead and get started, I'm going to start with brows. Now my brows are pretty non-existent, as you guys can see. To help sort of block your brows out more without going to drastic steps, you can also use like a white base. So to help sort of cover them up a little bit more, I'm taking this NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I'm just lightly, barely using any product. And then I'm just going to go ahead and spread that out and blend it in with my finger. And then you can also use a spoolie as well. So this is just going to help sort of camouflage the darkness of any hairs that you do have. And then you can always just go in and just sort of build up. I wouldn't worry about building up a ton of layers though. It's okay if we have some color coming through. It just depends how light you're going. Like you can already see like a huge difference. It depends how light you're going. Like if you're going with super pastel light eyeshadow colors, the more you're going to want to kind of block out the darker brow hairs, because the more it's sort of going to disrupt from that pastel effect. So what you want to do is find a nice angled brush. I have several that I use, but most of my brushes are dirty because I need to wash them tonight. So for example, for the brow, the green one that I use this Morphe M225 brush, and this worked perfectly. Typically for my regular brows, I do use this Morphe M158, but the spoolie, like, I don't know what it is about certain Morphe brushes, but the glue is just loose, so yeah, like the spoolie end fell off of this. And then for today, because this is the only angled brush that I have clean, this is just from My Glam. It's just like a regular little angled brush. So to get that started, I'm going to go ahead and take this hot pink color from the Morphe M12, and I'm just going to go lightly and slowly build it up with my brows. And there's really no special application to this. You just want to apply this product like you normally would a brow product. And then one thing that I do want to quickly say about this Morphe 12P palette is that I haven't really had much of a chance to test out most of the colors, but I have noticed for sure that the pink does stain my skin. So like, don't do this if the next day you have like an important meeting or interview or something, because you're going to need to work really hard to cover up this stained skin. And then I know that this can be a little bit intimidating because it's like you're kind of rebuilding your brows, but just try to make your brows thin, and then just know you can always make them thicker as you go. If you start off making them too thick, then you're kind of stuck with it and it can easily turn into like a really big mess. So just take your time and go slow with this. I'm more used to this process because this is essentially how I have to draw my brows on a daily basis. So because I'm going to be using purple, I'm just going to go ahead and outline the rest of my brow in the pink because it's going to get covered up anyways. But just to get it out of the way with so I can like relax more when I'm putting the purple on. Alright, so when you are happy with that first color, it is time to move on and start integrating that second color. So there was only one pink color in here, and then for the purple, I'm just going to go ahead and use this and start transitioning it in. So you just want to use a little product at a time and just lightly feather it in. If you feel like you have a lot on your brush, then focus on the tail and then build your way into the pink. As making it ombre, just like start further in and then less at other parts so it's not one harsh line, so everything just looks like it's kind of naturally blending together. And then how far you want to blend the second color in is all up to you and personal preference. I'm just kind of going for whatever looks good, and I seriously feel like these are like Lisa Frank eyebrows. Kind of loving it. Alright, so I think I'm pretty happy with how the brows look. I'm just going to see if I can fix this edge up just a tiny bit. Alright, so now that I'm happy with how the brows look, I'm just going to set them really fast with some brow gel, and then we can move on to the eye look. Alright, so I just used some NYX clear brow gel, and then now I'm dipping into my e.l.f. translucent powder, and I'm just kind of like putting this over my whole lid area, and this is going to be a nice way to just sort of set everything in place so shadows don't stick anywhere and that they just glide on nice and smooth for us. If you want to use an eyeshadow primer, you can do that too. I just find when I use the sticky eyeshadow primers that I end up setting them with translucent powder anyway, so it's just one less product on my lid, but whatever your personal preference is. Alright, so now that we have that area set, it is time to move on to the other fun part. I'm using this Bogashi, I think is how you pronounce it, eyeshadow brush, and I just got this in an Ipsy glam bag, and it's sort of like a medium size, not too big, not too small, and I'm going to dip into Tainted, which is this beautiful like iridescent light pink color, which I think matches pretty well to what Kristen was wearing in her video and in the picture that I was using for reference. So I'm just going to go ahead and work on putting this all over my lid. Then of course you can also use the same white base on your lids as well if you wanted to intensify this at all. But for now I'm just going to focus on putting this on my mobile lid and not really getting it into the crease. So luckily for this look, the eyes aren't too involved since you'll be spending most of your time working on your brows. So now I'm just taking that same fluffy brush and I'm just gonna kind of blend whatever into the crease or blend it out so there's like no super harsh lines. And then if you wanted to build up color, you can go ahead and put down a second layer of that shadow if you want. And then if you wanted to concentrate it more on the lid, you totally can. But for me, I'm just going to go ahead and pop this on and then blend it out one more time and just be done with it. Alright, so now for the bottom part, it looked like she had a little bit of a gray toned purple. So for the gray toned purple, I'm going to use this Half Truth color, and this is like the perfect smoky, iridescent, like gray purple. Oh, I love this color. It's to die for. So I'm just going to take that on a smaller brush and concentrate it on the lower lash line. Here I am taking just another My Glam brush, and this is like a smaller shader brush, and this is perfect for inner corners and then obviously the lower lash line. So I'm just going to take a super light hand with this color and tap away most of it because it's super pigmented. And again, you want to start with little and build up to more. With this look, you can sort of smoke it out as much as you want, but that's about as good as what I'm going to get with this. And then to tie it in, I'm going to use one final color, and I'm going to use this to blend this color out, and I'm going to put a little bit close to my lash line on my upper eye just to sort of tie it all together. Alright, so now that we look super weird, I'm going to use Omen, and this is seriously like my favorite eyeshadow color in all of existence. It is beautiful. It's like this beautiful like iridescent holographic blue purple shifts going on with some pink and silver, and oh, it's gorgeous. This is what it looks like in the pan right there, and it is like all-time favorite eyeshadow color. So first what I'm going to do is just take my finger and lightly wipe away some of the product on the under eye because it was a little bit darker than what I wanted. So using the same brush that we just laid down that darker purple color with, I'm going to take Omen, and I'm just going to take a little bit and just really blend out the edges. And this is also going to help like lighten up the look and sort of match the iridescence that's going on with the color on our lid. Now that we have that sort of blended out, I'm just going to go ahead and work this along the lash line, and that's just going to help tie the bottom into the top. I'm going to put that in the outer corner just a little bit. I'm not going to bring this all the way in, just like partially in. So right about to that halfway point, and then just take your big fluffy brush and just blend out any edges that you have. And that's basically like gonna wrap it up for this eye look. Alright, so that is that. I'm just gonna go ahead and add mascara. And then I just also wanted to say that I think that this palette would be really good if you did want to create sort of an iridescent brow, because like this hot pink in here is nice and iridescent. That's iridescent. And then like obviously like the Omen would look really cool. I think one day I just want to use that on my brows just for the heck of it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop this white liner, the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, on my waterline and put some mascara on, and I will be right back to wrap this up. Alright, so in the look, Kristen is wearing like a matte, like nudie, pink toned brown, if that makes sense. So for me to recreate that, I decided to use Midi by ColourPop, and I love this. If you are a pale skinned person and you're looking for that perfect like nudie brown that has still a slight hint of pink, because sometimes brown nudes can make us look even more pale and just not look right on your skin tone. This has just the right amount of pink in it, and I suggest you get it. Again, it's Midi by ColourPop. Perfect. So to add a little bit more to the look, I'm going to now top that off with my NYX Buttercream and Creme Brulee. I really just wanted to add a little bit of shine to the lips, just so it wasn't so flat looking down there. I do like this look. I almost feel like people with regular colored hair, because I know like the ombre brows look amazing if you have pastel colored hair or silver hair or like some sort of dyed colored hair. But if you have more like natural toned hairs, it could be a little weird to pull it off. Although I think people with like dark brown hair or like almost black looking hair could really pull it off. I feel like I could almost pull this off if like the pink wasn't so light. If the pink was like a little bit darker, I feel like it would look better, or if they were all purple. And then again, I also really liked the lime ombre brows that I did on my Instagram. So if you guys can tell, right there is like the green blue ombre brow, and I really did like the way that that looked in person. But anyways, I just wanted to do something a little bit more fun. I don't really have a whole lot of colorful looks here on my YouTube channel. I do love playing with color, and I tend to do that more on my Instagram. But doing the 100 Days of Makeup Challenge and just doing so many colorful looks, it really inspired me to go ahead and do something a little bit more colorful for my YouTube channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you next time. Bye!